systems operating within normal design parameters. Engage cybernetic generation sequence.
On today's episode of You Didn't Ask for this video, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. This is a documentary about my Undertaker action figures, chronicling his career. So let's check it out.
Give you the Undertaker.
So of course I went ahead and I used my own imagination when making this video. And yeah, maybe it's not going to be an accurate depiction of his career.
Oh, Undertaker, I've been sitting all alone in the darkness of my funeral parlor, thinking about mass burials, all the mass burials down through history. I wish I could have been there, but there's one ahead that I will attend. Oh, yes. And with each one, you'll get closer and closer to your championship.
My sole purpose in this lifeless world is to collect the souls of the unfortunate people that cross me. The spirit of the Undertaker lives within the soul of all mankind. The eternal flame of life that cannot be extinguished. The origin of which cannot be explained.
That midnight prowl gets me amped every time. Let's go. We are coming in hot right out the gate. We're going to start off with an exclusive match that you're only going to see here at the Air Dan Airways Arena. The Undertaker, Harley Race, in a casket match. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we have a choke slam. We got that choke slam already. Is this a squash match? Are we getting an Undertaker 90s squash match? He's in the casket. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's how it goes down here. The Undertaker is the winner. Sorry to you Harley Race fans out there, but that's just how it is here at the Air Dan Airways Arena. Sorry. Not sorry. Alright, we have some more great action coming up. This is one of my favorite matches that I've ever created, ever. And it's the impetus for the Undertaker Doink the Clown feud here at the Air Dan Airways Arena. As you can see, the action is underway. Doink is up to his usual hijinks. He's stolen the urn. We've now reclaimed the urn. And Undertaker is in control of the match, and he is taking it to Doink. Paul Bearer is bestowing the power of the urn to the Undertaker, the Phenom, with the old school. And now it's Doink's turn. He gets cracked over the head with the bucket. A tombstone into the bucket. This man isn't done yet. Here we go. A second tombstone onto the bucket, and Doink is trying to get out of here, but the Undertaker's not having it. He just chokeslammed him through the table. Or third tombstone in the ring. 4 tombstones. Doink has to be finished. That's it. That's it, folks. Doink is done. That has to be the end of Doink forever. I'd be surprised if we ever see Doink the Clown again. That was an incredible match. Now that The Undertaker has gotten his revenge on Mabel for squishing his face, that was my rendition, that was my idea. We take you to the Diesel feud, and I try to recreate that moment where Diesel opens the casket and sees Diesel. And now we move on to The Undertaker versus the Wizard. Here a rematch, so to speak, from a previous encounter in which the Berserker went completely berserk and tried to unalive the Phenom, the Undertaker. But here we see the Undertaker is getting his revenge. Paul Bearer has to stop the Undertaker from taking it too far, and we've got a tombstone squash match. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Rest in peace. Doink this. It's Doink the Clown. Doink the Clown. What else happened later that night? We've got Doink and Diesel teaming up, and they've just taken out Bret Hart, and whoa. The Undertaker almost snatched Doink. Undertaker wants a shot at the belt. Bret has unmasked the Undertaker. And now Undertaker's face is exposed to the world to see the damage that Mabel has done. We are in shock. We are in awe. This is the Phenom. This is one of the greatest eras of The Undertaker. The best times, the worst of times. Get ready for mankind.
Did The Undertaker expire last night in the Boiler Room Brawl? Last night, The Undertaker and Mankind were both battered and bruised and beaten as never before. They brawled in the Boiler Room. They brawled in the hallway. They brawled in the arena. And just as The Undertaker was about to take possession of the urn, Paul Bearer passed his death sentence on The Undertaker.
Be prepared to be buried alive.
By this point, The Undertaker has been betrayed by the devious Paul Bearer. And Paul Bearer has aligned himself with the maniacal, twisted Mankind. In an effort to seek retribution, The Undertaker seeks to bury Mankind alive, but that doesn't work out so well for him. And you're not going to see that here. But The Undertaker does return at Madison Square Garden, looking like Batman. And he gets a measure of revenge. And then he begins the climb to the top of the mountain, where The Undertaker will try to achieve the unthinkable, becoming the WWF champion. And along his path to the top of the mountain, he leaves a wake of destruction, the likes that have never been seen. And now we prepare ourselves. We prepare ourselves for the dark days.
Creatures, welcome to the dark days of the World Wrestling Federation. This title, the most prestigious in all of sports, is yours. And I am your knight that will fight anyone who tries to oppose us.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the dark days, where it's just mostly a bunch of Titantrons and entrances here, because I really like making Undertaker entrances. Oh, we've got a showdown with Vader, and another entrance, this time with the spotlight, another angle with the spotlight, turning the lights on. I like how I've got the Titantron there in the background. Jim Ross interview. Here comes Psycho Sid to talk some trash. Another entrance. And now is Kane.
He suffered for 20 years, and it's all your fault.
Bear is vermin.
All the agony of all the WWF superstars that they're going through right now is all your fault.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? You hear that tone of voice? You hear the emotion and the sound of Paul Bearer as he sits there and tries to tear down our Phenom, our Lord of Darkness, our hero, the Undertaker. But he's not going to have it. He's not going to have it. He's going to take it to Kane once and for all. And now Kane is going to learn his lesson. You don't mess with the Deadman. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing that here at the Air Dan Airways. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
The Undertaker can have the guts to shout. Kane is gonna be the number one contender. Yeah! Make the announcement.
Here is your winner.
What about it, Austin? Right, Kane. The Kane. It's the Undertaker. It's the Undertaker. And last night in the WWF Tag Team title match, there was a revelation. Austin reaching out for the tag, but the Undertaker's not reaching out. The Undertaker's not reaching for the tag. There ain't no conspiracy. There ain't no conspiracy. Tombstone. The Undertaker tombstone Kane. The Undertaker is leaving with both title belts, and Austin is in the ring. What is going on here?
Last night, Fresno, California, I tombstoned my brother into hell.
Is it just me? Or is this just one of my absolute favorite eras of The Undertaker? This time between the beginning of the Ministry of Darkness, just before the Brothers of Destruction or during the Brothers of Destruction. We've just got all these different stories just out there. And here we see the number one contender Undertaker and his tag team partner Stone Cold Steve Austin defending the tag team championships in half of a match. That's right, I recreated half the match, as you can remember, from Monday Night Raw. That match where they win and then Shortly after that, Stone Cold tosses Undertaker a beer, you know. We're going to see that coming up. We're going to see that. Watch. See, Stone Cold's he's got the whole case of beer. He's chugging them away. He's walking by. He's like, yo, Undertaker, you look thirsty, bro. Bam. Take a cold one. Undertaker thinks about it. He's like, all right. Yo, that was pretty good. And out of nowhere, Kane and Mankind. Kane and Mankind up to no good. Can you believe it, folks? Because now we're moving on to the Brothers of Destruction, where it's revealed that The Undertaker and Kane were in cahoots all along. Can you believe it? Can you?
Why? Why is Paul Bear back?
As you can plainly see, there has been a reconciliation made. Brother Paul has come home to lead my ministry of darkness. And I'm sure that there's those who can't understand because they have no vision.
Some of you may lack vision, and that makes me wonder, how would you be watching this video if you couldn't see? But I'm almost sure that he means lacking vision in the non-literal sense. And I'm talking nonsense, as I'm giving you something that you've never seen anywhere before. The Undertaker versus Sting, exclusively here at the Air Dan Airways Arena. Now, I'll admit, it isn't one of my best creations, but I feel like I did put a good amount of effort into it to showcase and display the awesomeness of both Undertaker and Sting. But you know who's going over Undertaker all the time. Sting fans can eat it. Too bad. And now he's going to get sacrificed. That's it, bro. Like, Undertaker's the winner. I don't know why you thought Sting stood a chance here at the Air Dan Airways. That's just not how it's going down. And now, The Undertaker versus Stone Cold. Now what we have here in this ring is an assembly of the Air Dan Airways Arena version of the Ministry of Darkness. And we are preparing for our match against Steve Austin. Here, now, let's go. We've got a choke slam and a 2 count. This thing is starting off hot right off the bat. We got a ref bump. We got outside interference. Viscera down with the stunner. Austin with the punches. Oh my lord. You've got the official state bird of Texas flying by Undertaker's face. And there we go. Austin's clothesline. Undertaker out of the ring. Tossed him back in. Oh, whoa. What was that? That's like a choke slam out of the ring. Leg drop to the apron. We've got the old school. Another ref bump. That ref, poor Earl Hebner. Farouk, the tag team champions. Oh, come on in, Bradshaw. Get your stunner. No referee. And here we go. Paul's trying to sneak up on the rattlesnake, and Paul Bearer gets taken out. Exchanging some punches and another stunner. And yo, it's Vince McMahon to save the day. You are wrong. No chance. That old man said, no chance in hell. You've got no chance. Because The Undertaker's a WWF champion. The WWF champion. Oh yeah. And then next We move on to the Unholy Alliance. The Undertaker has become the learning tree, the Big Show, the person who stands next to the learning tree and gets the shade and the leaves of the learning tree that provide knowledge. Here's a Buried Alive match. I was about to do the Buried Alive match, but I kind of just lost a little bit of interest in doing this sort of thing. And, you know how it goes sometimes. You know, maybe one day we'll do the Buried Alive match. But to be honest with you, the whole setup kind of just fell apart because I made it out of molding clay. And this Doink the Clown feud is getting out of control because it looks like Doink has placed some chickens in the casket. Undertaker, not really happy about it. Undertaker's just not happy about a lot of stuff. He's got some nagging injuries. He's got these issues with Doink. He's just absolutely out of control. Every week it's something else. It's chickens in the casket, buckets across the top of the head. I think Undertaker's going to have to make a change.
You know, it's still a rush. You know, after all the years that I did, you know, as I went with the, you know, the original Deadman character, this is, you know, all those years people always wanted to, well, what, you know, what's the other side? What's the other side? So I had a couple of real serious injuries, and I ended up taking some time off, and I said, you know what, it's time for me to freshen the Undertaker up and give the fans too something that they've always wanted to see. You know, and some people have accepted it, and some people are like, well, you know, it's not the same Undertaker. Well, it's the same Undertaker. It's just Undertaker evolved, is what it is. But it's a rush for me. You know, everybody knows that, you know, I'm big time into bikes and that whole life too. So it's a kick for me to come out there and just you know, show a different side of myself. The original Undertaker was the brainchild of Vince McMahon, and it's kind of a collaboration between Vince and myself. He had this idea that he always liked the image of that old Western style Undertaker with the long black coat and the big black hat, and you know, he bestowed the name on me and then let me take the ball and run with it.
Deadman walking. You've done it now. You've gone and made a big mistake, and I can't allow.
Right, yeah, I'd left WCW. They didn't have much going on for me. So I had this meeting with Vince, and I said, well, I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to sweep. He said, well, you know, maybe at the beginning of the year we might have something, you know. So I basically left with no job, and I'd already left WCW, and I figured, well, I'd be going back to Japan or something like that. And you know, one day I'm sitting at home and the phone rings, and you know, I hadn't spoke with Vince too many times, you know, so I really didn't recognize the voice right away, but it was, hello, is this the Undertaker? You know, and you know, I was a little bit taken back, like, you know, all right, who's calling me? Which one of my buds is calling me? And you know, I didn't know if they thought I was dead or what, but then it dawned on me that it was Vince, and I said, hell yeah, I'm the Undertaker. I'm your Undertaker, and the rest is pretty much history.
So that's where Hell Yeah started, too. You created it right there.
He gives me a little kickback here and there, you know. I got copyrights to it.
Do you like?
As we can see here, the match is over, and the Undertaker is going to commit a crime, and then commit another crime by leaving the scene of the first crime. Then he'll go on and wave Old Glory. Then we move on to the Return of the Deadman phase. Here we see the Deadman back in a Deadman gimmick, as opposed to the American Badass biker gimmick that we had just previously seen. And we did have a really cool streak going on until this guy. But let's forget about that. And let's talk about wrestling, mutant, ninja, turtles, because what would have been even more cool than Sting versus The Undertaker? How about Sting and The Undertaker teaming up together? What if they teamed up together as turtles? Wrestling ninja turtles. Well, get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because you're about to see that right now. Or at least some of that. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Donatello, Undertaker. They're here to save the day. They're going to help Dan Jablonski. We got the little elf on the shelf. He's got some trouble with the shredders. And, of course, our boys came out on top. You're going to have to check that out because we didn't even make it. It's just an idea for something that we could make later. And maybe we'll do that. We got Shane McMahon getting spooked out as we get ready to move on to the next chapter of this great story of mine made up in my imagination. But before we do that, we will try to visit this moment when Undertaker was going to fight Jericho in a casket match. Or was it Rusev? Or was it Jericho? Or was it Rusev? I don't know. But I guess...
You just made the list!
That's what Chris Jericho would say, I suppose. And here we see Rusev tossing Chris Jericho into the casket. And surprise, surprise, it's The Undertaker. And good old AI. Check out that AI. Here's another Saudi event featuring that great Goldberg match. And at last, we finally arrived to our main event. And as you look upon these Arya Stark and Night King action figures, you could just say to yourself, only a collector would collect those action figures. Now here, to bring you up to speed, Matt Hardy has discovered the ultimate bag of gimmicks. And within that ultimate bag of gimmicks, he's pulled out a ghost trap. And the ghost trap has been delivered to this nasty old man, who then unleashes the spirit of Gozer. And the spirit of Gozer resurrects the Undertaker as a more unalive individual with more unalive powers. And this disturbance causes the Ghostbusters to investigate the release of a Class 7 entity. But they don't find the Class 7 entity, they find Slimer instead. And when they return to the Ghostbuster firehouse, they find it under attack. Sigourney Weaver and Gozer have banished the Ghostbusters to parts unknown. And here we see the rest of the ghosts roaming the city free. Who can save the day? We find a lone proton pack, and who is this? The Rock? The Rock is about to be a Ghostbuster? Let's see what's going to happen here as we get back to the arena and we find out who's going to win the award for Best in the World. the winner.
Look in my eyes, what do you see?
I am the best wrestler in the world. I'm the best in the world. You're as good as kissing Vince's ass as Hulk Hogan was.
Ever since you came back, you ain't done nothing but cry.
Ass kisser.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. I've come from the dark side to take your soul.
The Undertaker has arrived and interrupted this award ceremony. Stone Cold, and here comes The Rock. The Rock to save Stone Cold. And Gozer and The Undertaker. Whoa, where's Hogan and Ric Flair going? Did they just get abducted by The Undertaker? Oh boy, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all, folks. Oh man, we got the Garbage Man. What's RVD up to here? We'll be backstage. Oh man, this is all these go. What? Oh, what is Undertaker doing with all? Well, it looks like the Gatekeeper and Paul Bearer have united. Here we see, we've got a team of Ghostbusters now, and Shawn Michaels has found Undertaker's urn. I wonder if that urn could be a clue to help stop any of this unbelievable events from happening. And what do we have here? Undertaker has just combined all those championships, and now he has the power to book the destruction of this very arena. And he's bringing Death Valley here to the Air Dan Airways Arena. Here we see a shot of the destruction. Lord said, Lord's on man. Ooh, the White Ranger. I thought we were watching wrestling. And the Slimer. Here come the Ghostbusters. What we got going on here? Oh, they got Slimer. Get him. Get him. Oh, they missed. Lord Zed confronts the White Ranger. Oh, Goldar. Goldar's here too. And that sound can only mean the presence of the Undertaker. Oh. Where'd they go? Whoa. Whoa, Jason. The Night King. Krang. Freddy Krueger. A ninja. Or a foot soldier. Yo, was that Splinter? The Ghostbusters are surrounded. Krang versus The Rock. What we got going on here? Yeah, I think you better hightail it out there. The Rock took the urn. Shawn Michaels with the pass. And we got Freddy Krueger. Wow. Jason's really upset with Splinter. Here comes Arya. What? Fatality. Sweet chin music. Got the Foot Soldier versus Steve Austin. Stunner! Oh, watch out. You almost lost that hand there, buddy. John Cena with the urn now. And, what's happening here? Lord Zed and the Undertaker appear to be having a meeting. No, he didn't. He just made the Undertaker grow. We have a giant Undertaker now. John Cena's getting chokeslam. What is going on? We just have utter chaos here and destruction. These guys are talking it over. They see the urn. They've got to get this urn back to Paul Bearer to stop everything. And they've given him the urn, and Paul Bearer has changed back to his normal self. This is unbelievable, folks. I've never seen anything like this before in my entire life. It appears that everything's going back to normal. We still have Ghost Undertaker, and now the showdown with the Ghostbusters. What's going to happen here? Undertaker's trying to get away. Oh, he got away. Where'd he go? Oh, choke slam. Double choke slam. Tombstone. Tombstone. There he is again. Tombstone. Oh. Oh. Undertaker's down. Oh. Sweet chin music. Oh. Paul Bearer. What? Wait a minute. Wait. No. This isn't supposed to happen. This is the Air Dan Airways Arena. The Undertaker's supposed to win. No! Where'd he go? Where did he go? Alright, we got Gozer. We got Gozer back in the Ghost chat. The real Ghostbusters are now back. The other Ghostbusters saved the day, and what is this? Is this the Undertaker? He's going after McMahon. McMahon. Mr. McMahon told the Undertaker where he got the ghost trap from. And now it's time for grave deletion. We're back in the arena. It's Monday Night Raw, and the Undertaker is calling out Matt Hardy, for he has disturbed the dead man in his place of resting, and now he must pay the price. And what do we have here? We've got good old Matt Hardy and Vanguard 1. The Woken. Whoa! He just... What? That's the Bendham's Undertaker, the Hasbro Undertaker. Is this a showcase of the action figures? I think it is. I think that was my intention here, was to showcase Undertaker action figures. And what better way than to have the Undertaker go up against the wonderful Matthew Hardy, as he will delete you. Here we see what is going to happen next. So another transformation, and the whole arena has just transformed from WCW to SmackDown. And we've got more hijinks. We've got more versions of Undertaker action figures. Titantron Live now entering the title. Whoa, Maximum Sweat Undertaker. Oh, what? It's the Stomp. It's the Stomp Undertaker. Yo, when have you ever seen this in stop motion? Oh. What? Whoa, glow in the dark, bone crunching action Undertaker is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, shut it down. Whoa, retro figure. What's happening now? Ladderland? I think Matt Hardy is barking up the wrong tree with these mind games. He does not know who he's messing with. And we got Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's about to take it to the Undertaker. He just took Undertaker out. And now, twist of fate. Matt, you're about to be in some serious trouble, my friend. Serious trouble, Matt. Because now it's time for the Undertaker. Oh, what just happened? Oh boy, wait a minute. This place looks different now. Oh, we got some... What is this, the Hall of Undertaker action figures? Just all Undertaker action. Whoa. Whoa. They're just going by so fast. Oh my goodness. Here comes the giant Undertaker. Choke slam through the mat. Matthew Hardy's broken in half. What? The ring just repaired itself. And now it's time. It's time for Matt Hardy to pay the price for messing with the ultimate bag of gimmicks and playing mind games with the Undertaker. Rest in peace, Matt Hardy. You know how it is. You ain't gonna win here. The Air Dan Airways Arena. We are Team Undertaker. Thank you very much for checking out this video. I appreciate your time. And have a good day. Take care.